Before he led anyone, Squall Leonhart learned one rule: never let another person close enough to leave a mark. On a rain-lashed field, Cypher carries the same weapon, the same pride, and the same wound waiting to happen. Steel crosses steel. Blood answers blood.
Is that all you've got? Wall. No more talking. It ends here.
Under white infirmary light, the scar is not just on Squall's face. It is the shape of the life he thinks he wants. Alone, controlled, unreachable. Ballroom Garden calls it education. The world calls it a mercenary academy. To Squall, it is simpler. Orders, tests, survival. But every corridor is already moving him toward a war older than he understands. Before Dollet can turn training into war, power makes its first demand. Becomes a trial, and Ifrit becomes proof that seed children are being handed forces too large for childhood. Fire, ice, lightning. Every victory here has a price.
Ifrit. Let's finish this.
Stay focused. One mistake here and it's over.
The field exam begins like a mission and becomes a baptism. Dollet burns. Cypher charges ahead, as if heroism is a performance. Zell fights like his whole body is a weapon. Squall calculates, endures, and keeps breathing. Then the machine rises, and survival becomes the first trap.
The thing's still coming. Move! We push forward. That's an order.
The beach! Everybody to the boats!
When the boat pulls away, the exam is over. But the world has already seen what CD can do. A medal is pinned on Squall before he understands what he has graduated into. Cypher smirks. Rivalry survives the second. Then, Rinoa Heartilly walks into the store with a mistake Squall cannot control. She takes his hand before he can refuse, pulls him into the dance, and for 1 minute the soldier disappears.
Come on, serious face. Step into the music with me.
That's not my
It can be. For tonight.
But the music ends. The girl vanishes into the crowd. The next room is not romance. It is conspiracy. One parade, one sorceress, one sniper, one bullet to change the world. Delling City turns into a stage. Irvine aims. The shot fires. And Adea stops it as if fate itself obeys her hand. The woman they came to kill is no ordinary tyrant. She bends ice, fear, and men around her. Steps from the frost as her knight, chasing the story he always wanted to live. Squall meets him blade to blade, rival against rival, scar against scar, until Adea ends the argument with ice through Squall's chest.
Enough. Kneel.
Above the city, Bahamut spreads its wings. Below it, CD falls. This is the first ending. The hero captured, the rival crowned, and the war suddenly larger than politics. In prison, Squall learns what war does to pride. They chain his wrists, question his silence, and let Cypher watch. Isolation is no longer enough to protect him.
Tell me what your command is, and this ends.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Rinoa returns. Zell breaks the line. Irvine fires. Selphie and Quistis hold the corridor. One by one, the people Squall kept at a distance become the only reason he escapes. When he takes back the gun blade, he is no longer just surviving. He is responsible.
Hang on, man. We're busting you out.
Squall, reach for me.
I'm here. Let's go.
The school becomes a fortress. The fortress becomes a battlefield.
Oof!
Garden crashes against garden above the ocean, and every lesson becomes real at once. Squall stands at the spear point, not because he wants command, but because someone has to stand there.
All squads, hold the line.
You heard the commander. Move!
Cypher waits in the smoke, still performing the role of a knight. Missiles. Then the impossible happens. The garden refuses to be a tomb. It transforms into escape, into Ragnarok. Raised for will become the crew of their own future. Before the road opens, CD faces the Guardian at the gate. Cerberus rises with 3 separate heads and 3 elements: fire, lightning, ice. Zell and Quistis hold the line beside Squall, not as students or instructors, but as equals. Then the story softens, and the past leaks through. Laguna is not like Squall. He laughs too loudly, cares too easily, reaches for Ilona without armor. These memories feel like dreams, but the past has been speaking all along.
Hey, it's okay, Elon. Uncle Laguna's got you.
At the orphanage by the sea, the war changes shape. The enemy was family. Idea, the sorceress they feared, was Matron, the woman who raised them. Memory did not vanish because it was unimportant. It vanished because power took pieces of them.
You were all my children. Forgive me.
Squall, it was us. It was always us.
Elone is the missing key. Rinoa is the living target.
Rinoa!
Finally breaks. He reaches. Now the story moves by symbols. The ship, the blade, the dragon. Ragnarok. Odin cuts through fate. Bahamut darkens the sky. These are not trophies. They are the scale of the war finally revealing itself. The true enemy is not Idea. It is Ultimecia, a future sorceress who looks at memory, love, and loss and decides the answer is control. If time can wound her, she will compress time. If people can abandon her, she will fold all people into one eternal now. Squall runs into that future with the same scar, the same weapon, a different heart. Odin strikes. Cerberus tears in. Bahamut burns the heavens. Rinoa answers with light of her own. The castle breaks. Ultimecia shatters.
Children of Seed, time will answer to me!
Everyone, one last time. Together!
And when time unravels, victory becomes its own danger. Squall is alone again, lost in the white space between moments. But this time, alone is not the end. Across the flower field, Rinoa reaches him.
Squall, look toward me. Keep moving.
The world returns in pieces, friends laughing under fireworks, Cypher alive beyond the wall, Laguna and Alone carrying the warmth of the past into the present. On the balcony, Squall does the one thing the boy in the rain could not do. He stays. He lets himself be found. Even if time breaks, love remembers the way home.